Look around your life right now. You've got people, a job, maybe a partner, maybe kids, group chats that never stop buzzing. So why does it feel like no one actually knows you? Here's the part nobody warns you about. You can be surrounded by people and still be completely alone. And if you're a man, the odds that you're living exactly like that right now are higher than you'd ever admit out loud. This isn't about the lonely guy in the corner. This is about the loneliness that hides inside a full life. The kind with a calendar packed solid and a phone full of contacts, and not one person you'd call at 3 a.m. when it all caves in. In the next 5 minutes, I'm going to show you the 3 lies men tell themselves that quietly wall them off from everyone, and what real connection actually requires from you. Not platitudes, not just open up, bro. The uncomfortable version. Stay with me. Section 1. You confused being busy with being connected. Somewhere along the way, you learned that a good man is a productive man. So you optimized. Work, gym, side hustle, errands, repeat. And it feels like a life. It looks like a life. But notice what got cut first when things got tight. It was always the friendships. The phone call you'll make next week. The buddy you keep meaning to grab a beer with. You told yourself you're just in a busy season. But ask yourself honestly, how many busy seasons in a row does it take before busy is just who you've become? Connection doesn't survive on leftover time. It needs to be chosen on purpose while the calendar is still full. Busyness isn't a sign you're winning. Sometimes it's just the most socially acceptable way to hide. Section 2. You called it being stoic. It was actually shutting down. This channel respects the Stoics. There is real strength in not being ruled by every emotion that passes through you. But somewhere the message got twisted. You took "don't be controlled by your feelings" and turned it into "don't have any." So now when someone asks how you're really doing, you've got one answer locked and loaded. I'm good. 2 words. Drawbridge up. And here's the trap. The more you say it, the more isolated you get. And the more isolated you get, the more you convince yourself that needing no one is the same as being strong. Marcus Aurelius wrote his private thoughts down because he needed somewhere to be honest. Even the man we quote as the model of self-control had to let it out somewhere. Real strength isn't the absence of need. It's having the courage to let 1 or 2 people actually see you. Section 3. Your friendships are real, but they only go 1 layer deep. Men tend to bond shoulder to shoulder, not face to face, around an activity. The game, the project, the round of golf, the gaming session. And that's good. That's a real foundation. But for a lot of men, it's also the ceiling. You can know a guy for 15 years, know his stats, his team, his job, and have no idea his marriage is falling apart. Because the conversation never once turned from the thing you were doing toward the person standing next to you. Depth doesn't happen by accident. Somebody has to be willing to go first, to ask the slightly too real question, to say, actually, I've been struggling lately, and tolerate the 3 seconds of silence that follow. That person can be you. It's a risk. It's also the entire difference between having company and having connection. So let's be straight with each other. The loneliness you've been carrying probably isn't because nobody's there. It's because somewhere you decided that being busy was enough, that shutting down was strength, and that the surface was as deep as it needed to go. None of that was independence. That was just a more comfortable way to stay alone. Here's your 1 move this week. Pick 1 person. Send the text you've been putting off. The real one. Not, "we should catch up sometime." Name a day. And when you're with them, ask the question you'd normally skip. Then stay quiet long enough to hear the answer. That's it. That's the whole rep. You don't get less lonely by waiting to feel ready. You get less lonely by going first. If this hit something true, subscribe. This is a channel for men who'd rather hear the hard version than the comfortable one. Go send that text before you talk yourself out of it.